Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about the new events that came with Roswell. I know I'm a little late, sorry about that. I've just been wanting to get as much information on these events as possible, and I am glad that I did wait. So let's get into, first of all, the first event that pops up whenever you click one of the event tabs. It's this dragon event, the main event that came with Roswell. Um, so these are the rewards. This memory and this Roswell are boosted, so you get, I think, additional stuff. I think this is the boost. No, this is teaching you how to do it. There should be a boosting tab that tells you what units are boosted. I'm not sure if they removed that or it's like around here somewhere. Might be this. No, these are the boosted stats. This. Oh yeah, I think these are the boosted things. I don't know exactly what's boosted because I don't think I have a lot of units that are actually boosted because I don't have Roswell, I don't have the memory, and then I might be missing another unit. Might be Petra, I'm not too sure. But yeah, so we go into this event. We have 5 tickets per day. You're actually able to buy more through this shop over here. I'm just going to show it really quick because we're going to get into the shop in a little bit. But yeah, you're able to buy a total of 60, and yeah. So you get 5 tries a day. And these 5 tries, if you fail, you don't lose your ticket, so that's good. So we have 4 stages, then we have the 5th, which is a practice stage. I believe only gives you coins. I think I talked about that a little earlier. So we have 20, 35k, 70k, and 85k. Today I'm going to be doing a 70k run because I don't have the units for 85k. Even the people that do have the units for 85k choose, for the most part, to do 70k. Even though the rewards are better, it's just the fact that like this boss is really poorly designed, and actually this event in specific just kind of blows. um, I think they catered this event more towards Roswell, and since he's so broken, if you don't have Roswell, it's like a little tough to have consistency with the runs. As you see, I have Anastasia and Christmas Ram here. These units take off deep. Well, this unit takes off buffs, and this unit takes off buffs and takes off debuffs on your allies. So Anastasia is more the way to go, but Ram has, overall better synergy because she's an Amelia camp unit, and I think she's just a better unit overall. So you could run either or, but you definitely want to run one of these two or Roswell if you do have him. Not a lot of people do have him, and I haven't seen him like almost once in the support lists. So these 3 units, Anastasia, Ram, and Roswell, along with Mimi, are going to be like key in this event. So if you have any of these units and they're super like maxed out or something, you definitely want to put these on support to help other players. Make sure you're putting one of those 4 as your support unit. If you want to know how to do this, you basically just go over here. I think it's this top tab. No, it might be the second one. So your support is going to be this unit right here up top. This is like your character profile. Whenever anyone clicks in your character, this bottom one is the flex, and then this top one is actually used for events and supports people. Now I don't have any of these characters like even close to max out, so I think my Elsa would be more of use because she's one of the main DPS that you can use in this event. So if you ever want to change, click the menu and then click the second tab. I believe I did. Yeah, second tab. Or you can just click your name right here, I think, and it'll take you there. Yeah. So your tiny little nameplate right there. Let's go back into the event. And with that support unit, every time you open this page right here, you're going to be meted with Subaru coins, which will be given as people use your support character. I don't believe you get a lot of coins, but it's better than nothing. So once we enter the 70k, having support units, your support units will never change unless you beat a run. So even if you lose, your support units will never change. So it kind of blows because sometimes, like me personally, I'm barely able to do 70k if I get a good support unit. But if I don't get a good support, I actually have to do the 35k, which kind of sucks. So every time I look at my support list, I'm hoping that I have a good support. So let's just go ahead and get into it. There's not much to get into. just the fact that this boss has basically almost every buff in the game except immunity or invincibility. He does have immunity, so that's why you bring Anastasia or Ram. These units will take care of his buffs, but the thing with Anastasia is she's programmed to buff first and then ultimate, and you really have to tank with her, so her being able to stay alive and actually pull that off is really hard. And the fact that she barely ever gets it off, even if she does ult. So that's what makes this boss fight really inconsistent. And a lot of players actually do really hate this boss fight. Also, even if you like manage with your luck to get his buffs off somehow, he actually reapplies his buff later on, or buffs later on in the fight. So it's really hard to take this guy down. Most of the time, most of my battles have come to Valentine's Day Rem, being able to use her S2 or S1 right here. I think this is an S1. I'm not sure what they call S1 and S2, but this middle one right here, where she becomes invincible, basically, she basically abuses that, and she's able to just 1v1 the boss. So as you see, my Anastasia, I think she was only able to buff, and she didn't even get a chance to ult. And yeah, so you really have to have these units built. Another viable team. So basically, the team you want to run actually is just the 3 units I told you: Anastasia, Ram, and Wallswall if you can. But like one of your main, like one of your actual like other teams, because there's 2 slots, can just be mono red. That's why a lot of people actually have Mimi too. Mimi is not a bad idea to run. Your leader skill, I think I said that earlier. I wasn't paying attention, sorry. But yeah, so if you have a Mimi, it's definitely solid to run mono red with Julius and maybe some other red units that like you like running mono red with. But yeah, so like this fight isn't gonna come close, so I'm just gonna back out of this one. Like sometimes you just get bad RNG, and yeah, so I don't think Ram can actually help my team out here. She is one of the units that you want to use for the event, but my team personally just gets no benefit out of her. We can try again, but I think we're just gonna have to end up doing a 35k. So these events are also kind of boring because it's locked on auto, and it gives you this insane timer, so you just have to sit there and just watch. Another reason why people don't like the event, because you can't actually just play it. I do think some of the events are really designed really cool in this game, but when I did see this event initially, which was like the whale version, because it's basically the same event, you just put 2 teams and you let it auto against 3 whales. I was super disappointed because there's so many things that they could do with this idea. See, like that, she ulted, but she didn't get the buff removal. So there goes my Anastasia, and then she buffs, and then Ram did it, and she also wasn't able to remove the buffs. So I have 2 of the units that are needed, and they just aren't proccing. As you can see, this Ram is maxed out, and she still is not proccing anything. I also have Ram, which gives like a higher proc chance. So yeah, terrible luck. My Elsa also got taken out. Elsa usually like lasts until the end, so if she's taken out early, it's pretty much a GG. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Also, this game needs to allow you to click the pause button on the enemy's turn. It's really annoying having to wait. Alright, so that was a GG rip. So yeah, basically, I can do 70k sometimes. I just need a better support unit. But for the most part, I think a lot of people are just going to be doing 70k or 35k, depending on where you line up and like with your account and everything. You do have to build a lot of units that you didn't have. Like Ram is solid, but Anastasia is better. So like I don't think anyone really has her built up. And look at the huge difference between 35k and 75k. I just used 1 ultimate and I already won. Like I think they need to balance that out too. I've noticed with a lot of content in the game, there's a huge jump in difficulty for no reason in half of the events, and it's pretty stupid in my opinion. So yeah, like definitely just like take half of this health right here and just slap it on the 35 and just make them like more balanced towards each other. You can definitely have like one difficulty way harder than the others. I think that'd be pretty cool, but like having the this difficulty jump in the middle of the progress. Like this cucks right here. This cucks more mid game to early game players than it does late game players. So it's like saying like you're not able to do like half the content until you actually become like late game, which is really lame, and I don't like that. So I think the cutoff of having like the hardest difficulty actually just be the last difficulty would just be make much more sense. So either way, this is the whole point of the event. You get these coins, and this is the shop. So yeah, the gold hammers are here. The infamous rainbow hammers that I talk so much about are here. Definitely buy all the rainbow hammers that you can first. Then work maybe your way to gold if you really want to keep it rolling. Or you can buy some of these. I think these are good options to buy because, you know, these just come from the memory story or whatever. This story that only gives you 3 tries a day. So you might not have a lot of these, although we did just get an event. I actually want to talk about that too, for these materials. And also the coins is like a last resort. You know, you shouldn't really like focus them at all. So the rainbow hammers, we'll talk a little bit about them. They give you a higher chance to roll, just higher stats. Like their ceiling for the best stats, I believe, are the same as the gold, but their floor for like the lowest stats that you can roll is a little higher, just the normal with every type of hammer. And then we're gonna go into this regular shop. This was also added. I completely forgot about this until like someone commented in my video, so thank you. So these, I would say the only things worth it are the SP hammers, maybe the rainbow, and I mean the stamina too, depending on what you want to do with your account. I'll get into that a little later. And these tickets, I don't know about hourglasses for 200. That just seems a little extreme. Like you can wait for these aren't too rare. But yeah, like doing the tickets, it's just basically this is for like anyone who just wants to rush the event and just get all the rewards right away. The stamina 400 is kind of nutty, but you also you do get a lot of refills. Like I'll get into the event missions right now, and you'll see how much stamina you actually get. And then SP hammers, yeah, are pretty rare. Like if you wanted to go in, I wouldn't argue, because they might be a little tough to like buy every single one of them because it's 50 per, you know, hammer. But maybe if you want to buy a couple and just maybe like fix a role that you really want in a character or something. And then rainbow hammers a little cheaper. The same idea, you know, goes to them if you really want to fix a role, and you know. But again, we're getting the live stream in like a day or two, so each gem like counts, you know. So I would recommend against saving before you purchase anything. I just went ahead and purchased one of these just like to see how it was, and then I bought 2 of these tickets because I think I was like trying to do a mission or something to get a multi. And with that multi, I actually did get the gold idol memory, so that was super worth. But let's go into the event missions. So I just cleared the event once today. So these are, you get this daily after like 1 clear, I believe. Then you get this for like progress. There are also other daily events. There's, I think, a Roswell fragment daily. This might be it. No, this is the 21 clears. There are also daily events. There's you get fragment, and then I think you get some stamina. You get 2 stamina. You get 150 stamina, and then you get 100 stamina. So they're somewhere here, but you do get those daily as you complete your tickets. So that's pretty cool because there are a lot of new events, especially with the dungeons. So this was added a little later. This was added like yesterday or something. This is the SP materials that you get from like this story right here, this limited story. So that's pretty cool. This event comes and goes with other events, so this is really neat to have. Then we have this one. This dungeon can only be fought against physical or with physical allies. So if you didn't notice, there's some characters that use magical attacks and there's some characters that use physical. If you want to know the distinction, you can just go in here. Also, there's a lot of hourglasses. That's really neat. You can just go in here and it'll just show you who you can use. But if you personally want to know who can and cannot go in here, we also have a tab on the Discord. If you go into the Discord and look under the character translations, you can see if they're physical or magical. So yeah, if you ever want to know who you can use, that's who it is. These events are too hard, especially if you have Rem or Roz. So yeah, you get a lot of gems. You get 3 hourglasses, which is really good in my opinion. And then we have these dungeons right here. These starting from Krush and all the way up to Petra, these are actually free units from other events. So I didn't know they did this. You actually have the option to farm these characters even after they leave. So my whole awakening video, I think I've said this before, my whole awakening video with talking about Petra and Felt, yeah, I had no idea that these would come back. So yeah, you can get these to Gold Star like almost any time. So I think that's really neat. So basically what it was we got Petra for the last event, and as the event left, we got these. So if you ever see a new character, just wait until the event leaves, and that's when all the dungeons will come back, if you're curious. And yeah, I think that's all I had to talk about. Oh, also these 2 events are leaving, so make sure you use all of your tickets. And sadly, the Rim and Ram potato event already left, so there goes that. But yeah, overall this event's pretty tough. Not one of the best designs in my opinion. I personally don't like it. There's a lot of things wrong, but again, this is not even almost like half year. We can still work on this. We can still give them feedback and stuff. I mean, as much as we can as global players, at least. But hopefully they do change this up and decide to balance it a little better. I do think they balanced it towards Roz, and he's an extremely broken unit, so that just made this event like that much harder. I do have a Mimi. We can try doing a 70k run, because I think I can actually do it with Mimi's. It's so weird saying her name, or his name, I'm not sure. I'd rather him not have a 1-star memory though. That'd be kind of... Let's try this, guys. Because I think my team can do it with Mimi. But yeah, again, I have to just get really lucky with friend units, which really blows. Again, balancing the event can make it better. Letting me refresh the support instead of just having a clear mission, that can make it better. Having an actual friend system, a guild system, that can make it better. There are a lot of ways that can improve this, so this isn't like the end. Like this is like, okay, we have some problems here. We can definitely fix upon them. But yeah, so if you're having trouble with this event, try running the 4 core units. Double Mimi lead with Anna, Ram, Roz, some mono red. Put in Julius. Put in Elsa. Have some DPSers. Ram is a good solid option too, because like I've said, she can 1v1 the boss with basically her invincibility thing if you can get him low enough, and he has like a ram to attack. Like there are a lot of options. It's just the fact that you have to have these guys really well built out, and you have to have some solid RNG. Like if I had another like Christmas Ram or Anna right here, or Roz, like he wouldn't have been attacked, and maybe they would have gotten a buff off. But also Mimi has some high sustain, so if you have a really built out Mimi, like maybe he can he or she, I don't know what they are. Maybe they can 1v1 the boss, because it's basically like a red version of Ram, Valentine's Day Ram, where if you take damage, you're just healing it right back up. But then Elsa has some sustain, but sometimes I get unlucky with her. Like as you can see, she's already about to die. And then Ram, yeah. So this one's in the bag. I do think this one's a win, but it's tough, man. And sometimes these just aren't fast at all, so a lot of players opt to do like the 70k instead of the 85k. So this is it. I think they're just gonna 1v1 for a little bit. I don't really have anything else to say. These guys are just going at it. Yeah, these events, man, they really prolong. So again, Mimi is a really good lead support, so make sure just make sure you have the right supports to help everyone out. Just do your part, So you get 200 coins, and then you get some of the hammers, and I think there's missions that you get. I don't know if the missions are only available in the 85k, but I've seen a lot of people get like extra coins and stuff. So yeah, there's that. So that's the Dragon Raws event. I hope you guys have some good luck because it is rough, and hopefully the next event is better. I do like the events like the chocolate subjugation one that we just had. That one was really fun. I enjoyed that, but yeah, I hope you guys are able to do this properly. And yeah, see you guys next time.